what's your trade?
Inventor. Fix problems for idiots.
Thomas Alva Edison.
My boys and I caught in a jar what before now has only flashed across the night sky.
The future is here.
Hello, I'm George Westinghouse.
Nikola Tesla.
I will be the greatest provider of electrical power in the world. Better than Edison. There's a contest between you.
This is a battle for the brightest minds of America. Today, the impossible becomes possible. And the man that controls that current controls the future. I hope you brought your checkbooks.
You are building miracles out of thin air.
I'm working on something so new that the world would never be the same.
If Mr. Edison succeeds, he will set us back so far we may never recover.
Sometimes we have to work outside of the rules to get what's right.
That is how you truly win.
Now, you got vultures in every venture, but did I mention that his system's lethal? His current kills people.
He's playing dirty. You can too. You can't see the real force that moves things, and it's not AC, DC, it's not currents, it's currency.
This is costing us a fortune. Westinghouse stole from me!
My motor. That is our future.
Get it!
You're fired. There's never gonna be anything named Tesla ever again.
Mr. Edison, if you say something about me or my company again, I would ask that you tell the truth.
Are you rich?
At the moment.
What's the most resilient parasite? An idea. A single idea from the human mind can build cities. An idea can transform the world and rewrite all the rules. Dreams feel real while we're in them. It's only when we wake up that we realize something was actually strange. The seed that we plant in this man's mind will change everything.
This can't be done.
Dreams within dreams is too unstable.
It is possible.
Paul Bäumer.
Ich möchte noch nicht loslegen.
Wir sind jetzt an der Westfront.
Wieder mehr als 40.000 Tote allein in den letzten Wochen.
Es ist vorbei. Im Namen der Menschlichkeit, ich bitte Sie um den Waffenstillstand.
Vous avez 72 heures pour accepter nos conditions.
Ich werde nicht kapitulieren.
Meine Mutter wollte nicht, dass ich in den Krieg ziehe. Ich wollte Ihnen zeigen, dass ich das kann.
Oh, Paul.
My name is Edward Joseph Snowden. I'm 29 years old. I work as a private contractor for the NSA, for the CIA. I've worked in various jobs in the intelligence industry for the last 9 years. Listen, they're gonna come for me. And now that we've made contact, they're gonna come for all of you too.
The modern battlefield is everywhere.
How is this all possible? Think of it as a Google search, except instead of searching only what people make public, we're also looking at everything they don't. Emails, chats, SMS, whatever. Yeah, but which people? The whole kingdom's Snow White. The NSA is really tracking every cell phone in the world.
Most Americans don't want freedom. They want security.
Except people, they don't even know they've made that bargain.
I know about your conversations.
What is this?
Leave that there.
Are they watching us?
The house is bugged.
By who?
Snowden has been charged with espionage.
You have no idea what it's like to be accountable for other people's lives.
Are you going away?
Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. But if you give him a mask, he will tell you the truth. Two people and a secret. The beginning of all conspiracy. More people and more secrets. But if we could find one moral man, one whistleblower, someone willing to expose those secrets, that man could topple the most powerful and most repressive of regimes.
This is crazy.
Courage is contagious.
The White House today blasted the leak of over 90,000 military documents.
He's not a journalist. He's a threat to national security.
If we had someone like you, the Berlin Wall would have come down years before.
This is information the world needs to know.
We need to crush these guys.
It's life. Times is life.
If you want the truth, you should seek it out for yourself. That's what they're afraid of. You.
You're a blessing, Mr. Clay. This place was crabgrass and weeds, and you brought it back to life.
Mrs. Parker and I were friends. She was like family. She was the only person who ever took care of me.
I just got a message saying that there's a problem with my computer.
Yes, ma'am. We got this.
Yesterday, she shot herself.
This is private property.
Do you know what they do here? Scamming the weakest in our society.
Buddy, I'm counting to 3.
1, 2, 3. There, I did it for you. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
Will you stomp his ass out?
You're telling me one man did this. The only thing you know is he's a beekeeper.
A beekeeper?
Beekeepers is a special program outside the chain of command.
I protect the hive. When the system is out of balance, I correct it.
We have laws for these things.
Until they fail, then you have me.
My fingers, he cut them off. Oh, what the fuck, bro?
Don't move. This is much bigger than a little phishing scam.
The money's going all over the world. To people in finance, even government.
You are a problem. Goddamn right, I'm a problem.
We have to kill him before he kills his way to the top.
Honey?
It's flammable as fuck. Oh no.
Remember the 5th of November.
I wish I wasn't afraid all the time.
People should not be afraid of their government. Government should be afraid of their people. Fear became the ultimate tool of this government. The truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country.
I want this country to realize that we stand on the edge of oblivion. I want everyone to remember why they need us.
There is an idea, Mr. Creakley, and ideas are bulletproof. The time has come for you to live without fear.
I'm ready.
I suddenly had this feeling that everything was connected. We're all part of it.
ready for it.
If you could buy government 4% bonds at 60, would you pay 74 for them? Taking a fourth of this loan without a penny between them.
But they'll make millions on the rise.
Baring and those others headed by Ladrans have taken this new loan at 71. On the first of the month, they're going to offer it to the public at 74. It pays 4%. But there is already in existence a previous government bond which also pays 4%, of which we have a large holding. Yeah. This bond is now selling at 73. Hannah says I'm tired, but I'm not too tired to realize that if the public can buy one government bond for 73, they won't buy a new issue bearing the same interest for 74.
That's true, sir. But Baring and the other bankers will run up the old bonds, and when they rise to about 75...
I know what you're going to say. They'll make the old ones rise, and then launch the new ones a point lower, and the public rushes in.
Quite so, sir.
But suppose there is no rise. Hmm? Suppose somebody pricks the balloon and it doesn't go up. Suppose before they can run it up, somebody else begins to run it down. Suppose by the first of the month, these old bonds now selling at 73 should fall down to 63. Then they couldn't possibly launch the new loan at 74 because nobody would buy it. No. And Baring and Ladrans and his little band of bankrupt brigands will wait for it to go up. But suppose instead of going up, it still goes down to 55, to 50, to 45, to 40, where they'll never be able to launch the loan at all. And by God, that's where it's going.
I ain't afraid to die anymore. I've done it already.
The proper thing to do would be to finish him off quick.
He's to be cared for as long as necessary.
I understand.
Get away! Help!
What happened?
We did what we had to do. He was buried right.
All I had was my boy. And he took him from me, you understand? He's afraid. He knows how far I came to find him.
The Grapes of Wrath.
The Grapes of Wrath, please. I'll have to put you on the waiting list. We've never had such a demand for a book. Do you have a copy of Grapes of Wrath?
Sorry, we're all sold out. As sales skyrocket, The Grapes of Wrath becomes the book of the nation. Everyone, everywhere, joins in the discussion of its vital problems. Due to this unprecedented popularity, producers vie for the motion picture rights. And finally, 20th Century Fox announces the purchase of the book and plans for its immediate production. John Ford, Academy Award winner, is given the directorial assignment. Now, at last, The Grapes of Wrath is ready for the screen.
We used to look up in the sky and wonder at our place in the stars. Now we just look down and worry about our place in the dirt.
You're a well-educated man, Coop, and a trained pilot and an engineer. The world doesn't need any more engineers. We didn't run out of planes and television sets. We ran out of food.
Your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth. You're the best pilot we ever had. Get out there and save the world.
Everybody ready to say goodbye to our solar system? To our galaxy? Here we go.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage, against the tide of the light.
All right, Enrique.
Yes, you are.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There's no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay? It's not like Google and Facebook. It's not like Apple and Amazon. Yeah, we can debate Apple or Amazon. What's better? They both look like tech monopolies to me. They both look pretty good. On the other end, Bitcoin or no. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's crypto asset. This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid, right? Like, it's stupid. It's not 60% dominant. It's like 96% or 95% dominant, right? The thing, and you compare it as a crypto asset to a like kind of proof of work crypto network, right? There's meant to be a store of value. You know, you're lucky if you find it, you can scrape together 5% of other stuff in the last bucket, so there is no real control.
What is it you want, Barry? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea.
Here's what I think happened.
How can he be positive about anything?
I don't understand you people. I mean, all these picky little points you keep bringing up, they don't mean nothing.
It's an open and shut case like this one. I mean, did you ever hear so much talk about nothing?
Boy, oh boy, there's always one.
Wouldn't change my mind if you talked for 100 years.
What does it mean?
The odds are 1,000,001.
It's possible, but not very probable.
I mean, they're born liars.
Only an ignorant man can believe that.
Who tells you that you have the right to play like this with a man's life?
He didn't change his vote. I did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm convinced.
Shoot me.
Come on.
No, I can't
Do it!
How'd you like that?
How do you do it?
Magic.
In a manner never before seen by yourselves or any other audience anywhere in the world.
The audience loved it.
This trick is top-notch.
You need to celebrate.
It was the greatest magic trick I've ever seen.
He has no trick. It's real. And you see something shocking you've never seen before. This was built by a man who can actually do what magicians pretend to do.
Real magic.
I know what you really are.
How does he do it?
You want the truth. Nothing is impossible. Abracadabra.
Dagny, we are on strike. This is a strike of our minds.
You quit. All of you did.
We had to withdraw.
But what about what you left behind? Unlike you, I don't believe in abandoning the fight.
People are sick and tired of the endless wars, the poverty that is coming, the attacks of our civil liberties.
You are aware we are in an emergency situation.
We're about to have a disaster on our hands.
Millions of people
Have to be sacrificed in order to save the whole.
I won't be a part of this.
For years you've asked, who is John Galt? You've asked that question in despair and resignation as factories closed. Goods became scarce. Jobs disappeared. Your lives are becoming more difficult as the life force of your world is draining away. If you decide to support the notion of sacrifice enforced by the state, your game is up. Your world is in a downward spiral, and you will ride it down to destruction. But if you share the values of our strike, if you believe that your life is a sacred possession for you to make the most of, if you want to live by the judgment of your own mind, not edicts from the state, then follow our lead. Do not support your own oppressors. Stop letting the system exploit you. Form your own communities on the frontiers of your crumbling world. Your rulers hold you by your endurance to carry the burdens they impose, by your generosity when you hear cries of despair, and above all, by your innocence which cannot grasp the depths of their evil.
I can't keep doing this on my own. With these, people. Ladies and gentlemen, I've traveled over half our state to be here tonight. I couldn't get away sooner because my new well was coming in at Coyote Hills and I had to see about it. Ladies and gentlemen, if I say I'm an oil man, you will agree. I'm a family man. I run a family business. This is my son and my partner, H.W. Plainview.
You boys are a regular family business.
Now, you have a great chance here.
My son is a healer and a vessel for the Holy Spirit. He has a church.
You will be cast up and thrust back to perdition!
I'm fixed like no other company in this field. I have a string of tools ready to put to work. That's why I can guarantee to start drilling and to put up the cash to back my word. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what the others promise to do, when it comes to the showdown, they won't be there.
There's a whole ocean of oil under our feet.
I look at people and I see nothing worth liking. I see the worst in people.
We have a sinner with us. Get out of here, devil!
I have a competition in me.
Drainage, Eli, you boy.
Drain dry. I'm so sorry. If you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw, there it is. That's a straw, you see. Watching. And my straw reaches across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up!
I want you to hit me as hard as you can. Why? How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight.
Wait, let me start earlier. I was stuck.
No, you can't die from insomnia.
I'd flip through catalogs and wonder, what kind of dining set defines me as a person? This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. I prayed for a different life.
Soap. I make and I sell soap.
And this is how I met Tyler Durden.
Come on, hit me before I lose my nerve. Oh. Ow! You hit me in the ear!
It was on the tip of everyone's tongue.
Can I be next?
We just gave it a name.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
After Fight Club, we all started seeing things differently.
You're gonna have to keep me up all night.
And she ruined everything.
You're not into her, are you?
No, God, not at all.
We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be movie gods and rock stars, but we won't.
He had a plan. To what purpose? In Tyler we trusted.
I gotta take Fight Club up a notch. Each one of you has a homework assignment. You're gonna start a fight with a total stranger.
That's not necessary.
You're gonna lose.
That hurt.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind? This is too much!
In the end, you will thank me.
Wow! Wow!
There are 3 ways to make a living in this business. Be first, be smarter.
Banks have conditioned us to trust them. What have we gotten from that? 25% interest rates on credit cards. They have screwed us on student loans that we can never get out from under.
The whole housing market is propped up on these bad loans. They will fail. The housing market is rock solid.
It's a time bomb.
So Mike Burry, who gets his hair cut at Supercuts and doesn't wear shoes, knows more than Alan Greenspan.
Dr. Mike Burry, yes, he does.
It's fueled by stupidity.
But that's not stupidity, that's fraud.
Tell me the difference between stupid and illegal, and I'll have my wife's brother arrested.
The ratings agencies, the banks, the government, they're all asleep at the wheel.
I'm sure the world's banks have more incentives than greed.
You're wrong.
All the banks were having a big old party. A few outsiders saw what no one else could. The whole world economy might collapse.
The banks got greedy, and we can profit off of their stupidity.
You want to bet against the banks?
I think we're either high or having a stroke. Kind of brilliant.
Fraud has never, ever worked. Eventually, things go south. When the hell did we forget all that?
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world?
It's the question that drives us, Neo.
What is the Matrix?
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. You are a slave born into a prison for your mind.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy.
Try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
Human beings are a disease, a cancer of this planet. You are a plague, and we are the cure.
So you're here to save the world.
I'm trying to free your mind, Neo, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through.
It seems that you've been living two lives.
I've seen an agent punch through a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Everyone who has fought an agent has died. But where they have failed, you will succeed.
So what do you need?
Guns. Lots of guns.
No one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
Mr. Anders.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.